So I'm back. After so long, I'm back vlogging because I'm back travelling. I am in Canada now, and it was a journey to get here. It was a very early start. I had to get up at 4 in the morning to leave at 4:30 to be at the airport. We got to the airport at 6, and then I find out that I need an extra visa to go to Canada. I found this out by the fact that I couldn't check in. So then I go and I apply for this extra visa, which gets approved, but it's completely thrown me for the entire day. And so I finally checked in, but they told me I had to get another boarding pass at LA, and I was like, that's fine, I don't need to worry about that, at least I can get on the first plane. But then I was so rattled, I spent the next hour that I had with my boyfriend just crying, half from being rattled, half from the fact that I'm going to miss him. So then that happens, and then there's a big tearful goodbye, and I make it through security, and that's fine, and I make it on the plane, and that's fine, and then we need to fill out the American custom form. So I try the first pen, because I didn't bring a pen, so I asked to borrow a flight hostess's pen. That one doesn't work. So then the person that's sitting, I was lucky enough I had a window, and then there was a spare seat, and then there was a guy. So he was lovely. He even went out of his seat. He went and checked through his bag, and he didn't have a pen, so he went and he got a pen. Now when he'd finished with his form, he gave me said pen. It stopped working straight away, which then meant that my customs form was ruined. So then I had to ask the another air host to get me a new form and a new pen, and that one worked, and that was fine. So then I go through LA, and I get through customs, and the guy that I had was really nice. He asked me where I was going, and I said in transit to Canada, to which he just replied, oh, nah, you're not accepted. Which I then tried to make it better by saying I was going to Michigan, and he said that was even worse. But it was good, and it broke up my day, because then I was told, well, first my bag got accepted, that I had to claim my bag, I got it from the bag carriage, I put it in the transfers, that was fine. Then the lady said I had to go to Terminal 6. I was in Terminal B. It goes 1, 2, 3, B, 4, 5, 6. Except these are really large. Each of the terminals have an A to H in them. So I walked all the way to Terminal 6 to find out that, no, that's where Air Canada flew from, and I needed WestJet. They're Terminal 2. So then I had to walk all the way back around in this big loop, and I get there, and I finally find the desk, and I check in, and the guy's like, yeah, you're going to need to hurry, they're boarding. And I was like, oh, great. So then I rushed through security, and I had a really nice guy. He was like, are you okay? And I was he was just standing in line, one of the people that worked at the airport, and I was explained what happened, and then he asked if I went in a loop, in the circle, or if I went across. I was like, no, I went in the circle. Ooh. You're done already?
Keep going.
Okay. Jordan just came back. Yeah, so then I had to run, and then in the circle, oh yeah, and he said they went the long way, but then he found out what gate I was going to and showed me which way it was, and that was lovely, except that my bag got picked up for a random inspection, which meant that I had to wait for ages, and then I ran to the train, and I just made it, and got on with the last couple of people boarding, and then that was fine. And then I caught a train from Canada, Vancouver airport, and I met up with Jordan, and that was all good. And then this is actually where the fun bit started, rather than just my comedy of errors. We went for a 9-kilometer bike ride, which I will insert the footage here. Do you? So that was at Stanley Park, and that was really, really fun, and we saw the seawall, and then we chilled and started to plan for the next day, and we kind of walked around, and then we went out for dinner at this really cute little, like, local kind of bar place, a tapas place, that had really good drinks and really good food. And then we went for another walk, and now all I want to do is sleep, and Jordan says I can't sleep yet because I need to reset my body clock, but I think it's nearly 10, so I can nearly sleep.
I think it's like 9, so you still have
Can
a
I
little
sleep?
bit. Oh, 9:30.
9:37.
You have a half hour.
I can nearly sleep. So I'm going to finish my book, and then I will tell you what happens tomorrow. Bye! I used this one yesterday. Clucky.
Clucky? That's like motherly. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.